Hey there guys, so drugs cheat Jarrel Miller has been back accusing other fighters of being drugs cheats, despite being one of the biggest drugs cheats in boxing history. He had this to say when he was asked whether Anthony Joshua will lose to Andy Ruiz Jr. again in the rematch. If the rematch happens in America, then yes, you all saw the fiasco with Dillian Whyte in the UK. So, Jarrel Miller is implying that Anthony Joshua is doping, he is on PEDs, even though when he is in the UK, he has a UCAD testing and VADA testing for all of his fights. So he has two anti-doping agencies testing him. They couldn't take any more blood to test if they tried. And in the US, he has VADA testing him, not UCAD. So if anything, there's more testing in the UK than in the US. Many fights in the US aren't even tested. Manny Pacquiao and Keith Thurman, neither fighter was tested at all during the build-up to that fight. So there is more testing in the UK, so it would be harder to get away with it in the UK than it would be in the US. Yet Jarrel Miller failed a drugs test in the US. That's ironic, isn't it? Jarrel Miller was the one who was caught using 3 different substances in the build-up to the Anthony Joshua fight. That is why he was removed. Yet it was for a elbow injury. What a load of rubbish. The guy has had 6 weeks to put together this story, and I think he's convinced himself of it. He seems to actually believe that was the reason why he failed the drugs test. The guy is a compulsive liar, and in order to be a good liar, you have to convince yourself of the lie you are telling everyone else, and that is what he has done. He's convinced himself he is not a drugs cheat. He done nothing wrong. Yet his trainer said Jarrel Miller seemed hell-bent on breaking the rules and cheating in order to gain an advantage to beat Anthony Joshua. So what is he going to say to that when his own team are turning against him and saying that he was actually cheating? He was actually going out of his way to take drugs and cheat. He also said, and quote, "Different rules, different countries. You can get away with things in the UK, bigger dollars, bigger money." So, I mean, he is implying that people in the UK are doping, and in the US, there are no anti-doping agencies. You have VADA, but they have to be employed. They call it the Voluntary Anti-Doping Agency for a reason. I mean, why can't he get that in his thick skull that he had to be VADA tested? He wouldn't join the WBC rankings because he had to be VADA tested. He wouldn't do it. So what does that point to? He's a drugs cheat. Why else would you refuse to sign up to VADA? And then when you have to, you still cheat anyway. And if the guy's talking about Dillian Whyte being a drugs cheat, well, Dillian Whyte was cleared by VADA, the same anti-doping agency that caught Jarrel Miller. So if they caught Jarrel Miller, then they would catch Dillian Whyte. So I think what Jarrel Miller is trying to do here is make everyone seem as bad as he is. He has cast a shadow on the sport of boxing, and he wishes that everyone was that bad, just as bad as he is, because he is one of the biggest drugs cheats in boxing history. That is for sure. The evidence is there. 3 performance-enhancing drugs. It was from an injection that went into his elbow. What a load of rubbish. Does he honestly expect anyone to believe him? As I said, he's a compulsive liar, and in order to be good at that, you have to believe your own lies. And that is what he is doing. He's believing his own lies. I really don't understand the guy. But guys, what are your thoughts on Jarrel Miller's comments towards Anthony Joshua and him claiming that there are different rules in the UK, even though you have UCAD and VADA testing on the fight for Dillian Whyte? So if he was cheating, he would not have gotten away with it because he was cleared by VADA. Again, they were the ones who caught Jarrel Miller. So if they were going to catch Jarrel Miller, they would catch Dillian Whyte. Drop your thoughts in the comments below about this, and click the thumbs up and subscribe if you are new. Thanks guys.